Hello there, people of the internet. I hear people tell me all the time that 22 long rifle is absolutely capable at taking out medium game animals such as deer and hog and whatnot. Let's go ahead and talk about using 22 long rifle for hunting purposes. Before we get started though, I do want to say that this is a part of a series I'm doing to try to earn my way up to 100,000 subscribers. This along with going through everything inside of my arsenal, talking about the history and development and whatnot. But one of the things I'm doing is I'm talking about particular cartridges for hunting purposes, and today's topic is 22 long rifle. So whenever I talk about 22 long rifle, the numbers I'll be giving do not represent the numbers that we'll see coming out of this right here. This is a Heritage Rough Rider 1873 Mimic handgun, and this right here being in 22 long rifle obviously has a nice short barrel. The numbers I'll be giving you guys would be 22 long rifle out of a rifle length barrel. So 22 long rifle, if we're talking the cheap bulk pack 22 long rifle, which tends to be not the best of quality, not the best in terms of reliability, just not the greatest, but definitely a good bang for your buck, even if you do have a couple of rounds in there that won't actually go off. 22 long rifle from your bulk packs are typically going to be a 40 grain projectile, and they're normally going to be traveling at about 1,000 or so feet per second. Now, with this 40 grain projectile traveling at about 1,000 feet per second, that's only going to have about 150 foot-pounds of force onto your target. Now, with proper shot placement, oh, absolutely, especially if you're like within 50 yards or so, that will 110% take out, medium game, especially if you put a lot of rounds down onto that target. That being said, I have seen literal squirrels get hit with a 22 long rifle and walk away. I have had that happen to me before while I was out squirrel hunting, and I lost my catch as a result. Center mass shot, 22 long rifle, that squirrel got up and walked away, and this happened more than once. So, although, yes, it can be done, I mean, I can nail a nail through this table with this bowling pin. That doesn't necessarily mean that, although I can, that doesn't mean that that's the right tool for the job. So, yeah, you could use 22 long rifle for hunting large game, but for the most part, you're not going to want to. Now, whenever you increase velocity, you dramatically increase the amount of energy that is transferred onto a target, especially if you're rocking the same weight bullet. As you increase the quality of 22 long rifle ammunition, you're going to find that your ammunition velocities also increase. As you go to a better quality ammunition, such as something like CCI or something like that, you'll find that your ammunition travels more along the lines of about 1,200 or so feet per second. And you're still going to be using that same 40 grain projectile, so that is going to increase the amount of energy that you put on target because you have the same weight projectile going even faster. Now, if you want even more velocity, you could get yourself some high velocity 22 long rifle, which is more along the lines of a 32 grain-ish projectile, which is a smaller, lighter weight bullet. But those are going to travel about 1,500 or so feet per second from a full-length rifle barrel. That being said, that is still a pretty small bullet, traveling relatively slow in comparison to other rifle calibers and cartridges, such as the 55 grain projectile at 3,200 feet per second from a 223-556. So bear in mind, although it is high velocity for a 22 long rifle, that is still not a lot of speed or power or energy that is being sent downrange with that 22 long rifle. It absolutely could 110% get the job done, but no, I would not recommend using that right there for medium game hunting, let alone large game hunting, unless it's like a survivalist end of the world apocalyptic situation and your options are take that game or you yourself die. Then yeah, I could see that one. But if you're going to go out hunting deer, don't bring a 22 long rifle specifically for hunting deer. I would recommend going with something a little bit higher, especially if you're going to be shooting at any real distances. In my particular case, here in Florida, well, we have ourselves a whole bunch of bushes and forest and whatnot that I have to go through. I never shoot anything past 100 yards. And for the most part, what I go for around here is pigs, because they're a nuisance animal around here. They destroy absolutely everything, and they are... I just had a freaking bug fly into my mouth. They are absolutely delicious around here, especially whenever you get the smaller ones that haven't had the years to toughen up and whatnot. But a 22 long rifle will dispatch a 60-pound pig pretty easily, pretty regularly. So normally what I've been doing with my ammunition videos out here, I've been hitting gallon jugs with whatever it is I'm shooting, but this is 22 long rifle. It's just going to poke a hole inside of a gallon jug. So I have a little water bottle out there, and we're going to go ahead and use that with our 22 long rifle. This is going to be slower velocity than what you would normally get from a full-length rifle barrel, but it shouldn't be all that much slower. This is going to be a 40 grain projectile traveling at about, out of this length barrel, 900, maybe 850 or so feet per second. Not exactly a screaming cartridge, especially out of a revolver like this, but we should still see some results here. It didn't even move the water bottle. Well, we hit it. I saw the water bottle drain. Should I hit it again, or should I... Nah, we'll not hit it again so we can see that one round. I'm just going to send a couple of rounds at the steel out there. This is a pretty accurate little revolver, and it serves its purpose well. And let's go for the TV out there. I think I got one more round left. Yep, that should be all of them. Fantastic. Bring this to that half cock, and then just knock out our spent casings. 22 long rifle possible, yes. Ideal, absolutely not. It just doesn't have the velocity or the capabilities to be able to take out anything more beyond small game. And if you do go beyond small game, then of course shot placement is going to be key. But at the same time as shot placement, the distance between your target is also going to be extremely important. This 22 long rifle already does not have a lot of velocity behind it. So if it has to touch out to, 100 plus yards away, it's going to lose a substantial amount of that velocity as it travels that distance. So you already have a low velocity round traveling, X amount of distance, losing even more velocity once it hits its target. If that target is a medium game animal, especially if it hits bone or anything, then that round is not going to do adequate damage to those vital areas to be able to put that target down, at least not very quickly. You might get lucky nicking artery or something like that, but you'd have to track that thing down, and you'd have to, well, it's not a very humane way to be able to put down the creature that you're going after. Can be done, yes, absolutely. Ideal, absolutely not. And that's just my take on it. There's people out there who will tell me that the 22 long rifle is the absolute most powerful, deadliest cartridge in the world, bar none. And those same people will, with the same breath, tell me that 9mm is severely overpowered and will bounce off of a heavy codes. Anyway, folks, let me know what you guys think about this particular subject. I feel like the 22 long rifle subject is going to be a little on the controversial side. And I feel like there's going to be some people in the comments who are like, hey, 22 long rifle is perfect for basically every situation. I took like 4 bears out with one single shot one time because it was so deadly. And then there's people who are like, I would never hunt anything beyond squirrels and whatnot with 22 long rifle. And I'll just go ahead and let you guys hash that out in the comments below. I would not go deer hunting with 22 long rifle, but I have gone pig hunting with 22 long rifle. There's some wildlife management areas here in the state of Florida that do not allow hunting with center fire cartridges, so your options are shotguns or rimfire cartridges. So 22 long rifle, it is, because they do not allow 22 Magnum. I do not know why, but 22 long rifle it is. So yeah, there's a couple of places around here that are like that. And I won't go after a deer like that, but I'll go after a pig like that, especially if it's a small one, or rabbits. I'll do rabbits or squirrels or raccoons or whatever it is that I come across. If it's a coyote, then coyote. Okay, I'm going to start rambling at this point like I do. Thanks for watching, folks. I do appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, share. Description below has a link to all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. I'm going to go ahead and grab all this stuff, go fill myself up another gallon jug with water, because on the next video we're going to be talking about 12 gauge for hunting, and boy oh boy is that going to be a fun one. I'll see y'all there. else I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. The poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt-action shotguns aren't more mainstream.